I want to talk to you about being yourself. Yesterday I attended a Clubhouse Room. The topic of the room was, it shouldn't be that difficult to be yourself. Should it? I disagree. I think, it shouldn't be that difficult, but it is difficult to be yourself. Because who are you? How do you know who you are? The thing is, when we are born into this world, we have no realization of ourselves. We are children to our parents. We are students in our schools. We are friends to our friends. And the feeling of who we are shaped through other people's perceptions about us. My experience has been that I was born into a loving family, and when I grew up, I became a good child. I acted in line with what my parents asked me to do. I didn't disagree. But at some point, I realized that that wasn't what I wanted to do. They wanted to visit their friends. We went out to dinners and parties, and I didn't want to do that. But I was a little child. I didn't have the words to tell to them. I didn't have the power to tell them. So I had a little rebellion inside of myself. And this rebellion grew and grew, but I had no action to act with it. When it was time for me to study, I had lots of practice about what I didn't want. I had a lot of awareness around what it is that I don't want, who am I not. But I had very few practice about who I was and what I really wanted. Until I had the experience of being very unfulfilled in my life, being very unfulfilled at work. And this unfulfillment at work came like a big earthquake in my life. Back then, when I was a little child, it was easy to act with what people wanted me to do, even though I didn't accept what people wanted me to do, and I didn't accept who people wanted me to be. I carried a little rebellion inside of me and just carried it as an emotional resentment, whereas I didn't ask myself the question, what will I do instead? I just kept on living the way that I thought was possible. Now, when you find this satisfaction at work, nobody else can show you the way, because whatever the other people suggest to you is their experience, and nobody can tell that you will enjoy doing this. And that's also not a place that you can really escape from. As an adult, you will need to earn your money. You will need to work unless you have a fortune or you do something with money. So this unfulfillment with work becomes an experience for you to understand, okay, this is not what I want, and this is not who I am who is working here, but what do I want? What it is that I want to experience, and who am I? You cannot escape this question anymore. You have escaped this question many times, but now, in this place of unfulfillment, it hurts so much, you need to find an answer to this question. And this question helps you to discover who you truly are. And that comes through dissatisfaction, unfulfillment, pain, sometimes suffering. So this was my experience of being unfulfilled at work, but take any experience in your life that is big, that shakes you, that you find yourself stuck and didn't know how to move, there you will find a way to yourself. But it's not going to be easy, because it will take time. You will need to take different action, to try this, to try that, to fail. And from all these experiences, you gather little bits about who you are. Little bits, puzzle pieces come together, and it gives you a bigger picture. But the thing is, you are so big. Your personality is so unique. Who you are is so fragmented and so rich. All the experiences of life, bit by bit, give you who you are. And being who you truly are is a journey. What you will need is patience in this journey. You will need to be able to carry on and act without knowing, without proof that whatever you do will actually result in success. But if you don't take action towards what you want or who you can be, and get away from who you don't want to be, then you will never discover yourself. The challenge here is, in the society, living with other people, our friends and family, they are used to a part of us, and they usually ask us the questions. Hi everyone joining. When we find ourselves stuck, or when we recognize that I don't want to experience this is not who I am. Take my job situation. I don't like this. I feel unfulfilled. There is no meaning in this. I don't want this. People ask you, but what do you want? Who are you? This is not an answer that you have right now. So people ask you to know it. You don't know it, but you know you don't want what you have. So here is your choice to be courageous and to take action without knowing, or to be courageous and to stay true to yourself, not knowing who you are right now and what you want, but knowing what you don't want, and stay in the course, take action, experiment, listen to yourself, and discover more. Coming back to the original question, why should it be so hard to be yourself? It shouldn't be hard, but it is hard, because discovering who you are is a journey. And this journey usually comes as an invitation through an unfulfilling experience in life. A little earthquake that shakes you, that reminds you that that's not what you want. That's not who you are. But you still don't know who you are and what you want. So with this not knowing, you need to be able to allow not knowing, and to be able to move through life, to flow through life, to fall down, to jump up, to experiment life. You need to be true to yourself to discover who you are. And that's the whole journey of life, and you will keep on discovering. So I wish you a wonderful night, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your journey in this life, and sending you lots of love and closing this live session.